Hello and welcome back to another episode of Island Living, and we are bringing you this episode from Block Worlds. You can come and join us in this beautiful place where we have islands and all sorts of things, but today we're going to be talking about gates. Gates are ways to go from one place to another wherever you want to put your gate. So let's get started. Let me show you about this. The things that you will need for your gate are: you need a clock, you need an anvil to name the clock, you need 2 blocks of emeralds. They have to be blocks of emeralds. And then you need some blocks of your choice. I suggest you keep a log, maybe a book with a quill that you can write down the different gates that you will open up through the map, so that way you know exactly, in case somebody accidentally breaks a gate somewhere where you placed it, that you will know how to get that gate back up and connect it to your own base or island. Okay, so let's get started. The very first thing we want to do is let's place our anvil. We'll start right here. We want to make a gate on this side and we want to make it look pretty. So I'll put it right here and just make sure that there are 2 blocks of emeralds. It could be right here. You can put them up in the center. You can put it one up on top and one down at the bottom. But I'm going to do it this way. And then I'm going to finish up my gate by putting some blocks up. Oops, this is how big my gate is going to be. Sorry, I'm flying. So let me get rid of that because we don't need it. And then we're going to make sure that our gate at least is close. It's like a gate. You can either be like this. I've seen people have gate that is like on the shape of a heart. And that's it. That's the gate. It's ready to go. Now the gate is no good unless you have a destination point. So let's just make sure we name our gate. So you go on an anvil, and then you're gonna name it. Let's say I want to make this gate go up at the top of my island where I have my GPS going. So somebody else can have just GPS. Let's say somebody else has another gate. It's just call it GPS, just so they remember. No. The best thing to do is to either make it personal. Put like your the very first 3 letters of your name and then where the gate goes. Remember this name because you're going to be needing this name at the other end of the gate. Once that is done, you get it? And we're ready to turn on our gate. It's that simple, okay? So if let's say we start on this block and we turn it on from here, when we come back, this is where we're going to appear, okay? If I do it over here, that's very close, and I turn it on, this is where I'm going to appear when I come back. So if I do it on this side, this is where I will appear when I come back. So just make sure that you know where you want to be when you come back. I'd say be about 3 blocks from the gate so you won't be too crowded and you have some space to run. And once you have that ready, you can just click anywhere in the frame and then your gate will appear. There it is. That's how it looks. Now, let's say that what if I made my gate? Now, where does it go from here? So you can go in through your gate and you can stand here forever. You can stand here for days. You can camp here. And nothing will happen until you make a connecting gate at the other end. Not this end, but wherever you want the gate to go to. So I want this gate because I say it's GPS. I want it to go up to my GPS where I have my GPS system. So I don't have to be flying like this every single time I need to change it, right? So I'll come on up here and I just want to put it in the center so it will be more general or close to it. Anywhere you want to. It's really your gate. You put it anywhere you want to. So I'm going to put a couple blocks You can make it any, I can make it this small that it would not matter, or I can make it as big as the whole block that it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna make it 2. Remember to always put your emerald blocks and then finish up your gate. You can make it as tall as you want to, or you can make it as small, as low as you want to. Let's make this one tall so you can see how it looks. Okay, cool. I think this is tall enough. There's not going to be any kind of giants coming, but let's say you have something that is going to be kind of decoration entrance, that would be cool. Now, now we need to get our anvil again, and name our clock. Okay, we are going to name it the same thing that we did last time. So we put it back in there. Every time you use the clock, it appears back in your inventory. So don't make like 30 or 40 clocks thinking that you're going to lose it every time. No, all you need is one clock. It'll come back to you every time. And as you remember, we named this one, I believe we started with a capital letter, and then we did G, P, S. If you name it wrong, then you can connect it. And what I suggest that if you cannot remember the name, then to break it and restart again, okay? So let's go back up there. So far, look, even though we did the frame, we still can transfer there. The gate, it says the gate does not seem to lead anywhere because we haven't made our connecting end inside. So let's do that real quick. And again, we have the dilemma. Do we want to enter and exit the gate from this side or the other side? It doesn't matter. But for me, I'm going to do it right here, like about 3 spaces from it. And where do we hit? We hit anywhere in the inside of the gate, either down here or on the frame anywhere. I don't want to make a mistake and hit my glass, so I'm going to get just a little bit closer and I'm going to hit the edge. And there it is. It is connected now. If I go through this gate, I will appear back on my other end. And the same from here. If I go from here into the gate, I will appear up where my GPS system is. So that's that one, okay? Now, let's make another one. I'm gonna come down here and we're gonna make one to our best friend's house, okay? You can even label if you want to. You can put a little something there, or you can just jot down where this gate goes to. You can label it 1, 2, 3, and then you can put over here number 1 to GPS. Okay, and then we called it, and then we have to make sure that it's spelled correctly because otherwise it will not connect because it is not the same. This is what we called it. So we just say done. Okay, cool. Now we're going to do the next gate. And let's say we want to go to our best friend's house. So we're going to make one right here for our best friends. Let's see if we put it here. It has to be right over it somewhere. I'll put it here. Let's see how that works. Okay. Then we're going to finish the gate. And we're going to make this gate a small one. Okay. We're going to make it tall, but we're going to make it narrow. It has to connect here, so just make sure that it's connected. And we're going to call this gate to Mirrusky space, okay? So we go in here, we put, and every time I will always identify by the first 3 initials of my name, just so nobody else will say Mirrusky's base. She may have a ton of people there going to her base. So we put this and near. Remember that exactly this you have to place for the other one. So now we come over here and let's get it ready. Remember, this is exactly where you're going to end up when you get out of the So just make sure that you're not right on top of it because that's kind of silly. And before I leave, I'm going to rename my anvil the same thing. Now we're going to fly to her base. Since I can see that she has a lot of different bases, I'm going to put mine right here next to this one. I'm going to utilize this emerald block that she has here so I can save myself one. Okay, so I'm going to put it from here. Gosh, I wonder if I can put it from here to here and make this my entrance. Yes, let's do that. And so there it is connected there and there. Now we'll connect it from up on top. Let's do it from here. It's not going to look too bad, I don't think. What do you think? Okay, there it is. It is connected. I think I can still go in, right? Cool. So now we're going to fire it up. We just hit anywhere. There it is. That's to my base. And as you can see at the bottom left-hand side, it says a gate, and it gives you the name of the gate. So to verify, you could actually hit your T, and you can see that the two gates are named the same, so that gives you a good feeling that you did it right. So now let's go through and see. There we are, cha-ching. And so I remember that the skinny one goes with that really long one on her base. So we're here. That's cool. So let's go back. Now let's say that, okay, you have your friend's base and you may have them all lined up somewhere or something, but now you made yourself a nice base in the nether and you want to have a gate directly there, because what happens is when you go to the nether, you go into the main nether hub. I'll show you how that looks. Oh, let me name one and then let me name this one. Okay. We're going to name this gate, what? We're going to name it APH nether. Or you can put ne or nether or anything. You can even say it in another language. And now we have that, and we're going to go to the nether. And I'm going to show you why you will want to have your own. See down here I have gates to the nether. All of these must go to the same place because I have not set one place for just the nether. So let's go in. And when we come to the nether, we come to the nether hub. And there it is. Nice. And it looks this way because I have my night vision on. And I'm going to keep it on because I think it looks a little clearer than if I didn't have it. Okay, so I came far enough and I found this nice fortress. And so I want to make sure I remember where it is. So I'm going to make a portal. So I think there's drops here of some sort of problem. So I'm not going to go there. I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to put it right in between here. Okay, so we're going to put it right here. And obviously, we can do claims here in our islands. We can claim different lands. And we can claim here in the nether as well. So the best thing to do is to claim this area so nobody will come and tear it down, okay, and take your emeralds. So now, remember, we put one emerald on one side and one emerald on the other. And that's pretty much almost, I think, the frame. If it doesn't work, then go ahead and tear that and put the bricks you brought. But if you want to just put the bricks you brought because you want them, it looks nice, you can just go ahead and do that. And right there, okay? I made my frame right here and right here. Okay, that looks like a frame to me. So, and you want to do it from a distance, and there it is. Now remember, when we go over here, it's not going to happen. Nothing is going to happen. And why? Because we have not done the other side. And then you can come over here and make your other frame for that. Hey, maybe we can use this as a frame. Let's see if it lets us, okay? let's put it here and here, and I think pretty much the frame is done because it connects everywhere, doesn't it? Let's see if it works. Let's name our clock. And do you remember the name we gave it? Oops, let's make sure that we gave her the name of our first initials, Nether. You could always rename the clock, so let's see. There it is. Look how cool that looks. Let me step back. Oops, wrong way back. Look, there's our portal to where? The Nether. So then we jump in and we go in and we appear exactly, remember from this block is where we opened it up, so that's where we appear. It's kind of weird that we appear so close. I'm actually going to open up a little window here so I can see. Okay, cool. And now if we go back, we're back in our cool island. And let's look at that cool portal again. I like it. We'll make here the one for the end. We'll make it just slightly different so that we can distinguish one from the other. We could have even used end rocks here. And we could have used some nether rocks there so that we can distinguish them. And then we're going to put ours right there. And this is half slab, so that's why I can close it. So that's okay, we can leave it right there. Okay, now we're going to do the clock. Remember, this is the same clock we've been using all the time. It keeps coming back to us. It just never leaves our inventory. And this one is a PH, and I'm going to put this in caps, and I'm going to go ahead and open it here already. Okay. And that also looks cool. Okay. So before we go to the end, let's make sure we name our clock again. And it's ready. Still we can't go to the end because we have not opened up the other. Ready. Once you're in the end, now you're going to look for a place that you want to, you could either go to an island nearby or you could just make a hole somewhere. It just depends what you want to do here when you come here. And you can claim some land here, but not necessarily in the main island because they can PvP here and they can take your stuff and they can kill you. Anybody can. So let's just make a little hole here and close to this big one, so in case we need to get some obsidian. Alrighty, let's make it here. There's our frame, and now what we can do is, and there it is. So once we go through, we know where we're at. We're back at our base, and so now you know you can go to the Nether and you can go to the end. Alrighty, and there you have it. That is how we make a gate to different places. You can make it up to the top, you can make it to a friend's house, you can make it to the end, you can make it to the Nether. There is no limit of how many gates you can have. There is absolutely no limit. So you can go ahead and just go crazy. And the clock comes back to you all the time. So you don't have to make a ton of clocks. So just remember that. So have a good time making portals and making connections. And we'll see you soon. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Don't forget to like and follow. Bye.